The recording? Cool. I'm going to slap in front of your face.
Okay, I thought you were going to say you're going to slap my face.
Yeah, I'm going to slap your face. That's how we're doing the sound. Ready? Woo.
I'm Sean and I'm playing Dad and Johnny. Desperate Times to me is, well, first of all, it's a bit of good fun for us to do because we started off in these sort of workshops where Adam was just chucking ideas at us, and it was sort of us and Adam, like the whole cast, just throwing around these ideas, seeing what we come up with. But also I think it's a play that people need to see in like specific areas of the country as well, you know, that come from more rural areas and stuff. I feel like it's some pretty powerful stuff that needs to be seen by people. I'd say like the last few rehearsals that we've done, but also that first week where we didn't even have a script yet. It was just us in these two rooms here, just sort of seeing what happens. We did like loads of improv. I expect, because for me, I've got two characters as well that I don't think could be any more different. So it was so much fun just trying to figure out what they do, how they're like, and all the different sort of exercises Adam threw at us. Different sort of improv scenarios, just coming up with, like, making the script, because it's such a good script now. When we first started, it was just, we had maybe like half an act that we were working off first, and yeah, now we've got like 134 pages just based off that. So it was just so much fun just coming up with all the material and all the scenes. I would say man, because I feel like I'd have a lot of fun playing him, because especially in the first act, there's a lot of mystery behind him. You don't know, you know who he is, but you don't know why he's doing the things he is, and there's lots of sort of hints as to something that he did in the past, and I feel like because you don't get answers straight away, it'd be a lot of fun to play around with leading the audience to think and feel different things about him. Yeah. I've known Adam for quite a while. He was the head of the Drama Society at Brunel when I was in my first year, and it was all on Zoom as well. And Adam still managed to make it pretty fun. And then we did a play called Virtual Love on Zoom. And I played a dad in that one as well. So I don't know, I think Adam just likes writing me as dads. And when we did that was really good fun. And then when Adam sort of reached out and was like, hey, I'm writing this thing, do you want to help? I was like, yeah. Well, I mean, now we're getting to do it in a pretty cool little theatre. I guess for the future that we'd be able to take it to bigger places and more places. Maybe even do what you spoke about, you know, touring it around a little bit. Just getting as many people as I can to see it, because I think it's something people should see, because it's funny and it's also pretty sad. It's got a bit of everything in it. People need to see it. Go and see Desperate Times. Fun. I say difficult as well, but not in a bad way. Difficult as in like we've put loads of work in, and it's really paying off. And I'd say rewarding as well. For me, I think the big thing is the voice for the two of them, because I know we had there was quite a funny moment in one of the rehearsals. I remember it was like the Johnny scene in Act 2. I came in, I did the Johnny line, I was like, oi, oi. But then Adam was like, no, Sean, go again, because you just said that as dad. And I had my dad voice on still. So it's because they're two completely different characters, because Johnny's like really young and quite strong and tall and stuff, whereas the dad he's old and dying really. So I've got to find a different voice for both of them and like a different way to stand and sit. That's sort of the hardest part for me. I really like the theme in it and the message, I guess, as well, that you can choose your own family. That's something that's brought up in the play quite a lot, because I think it's important for people with that are struggling with the issues that Son in the play is struggling with, that they don't, like, there are other people that, they can go to if they're not able to find specific, well, not even for the issues that Son has, for any problem. This sort of tells people that you don't have to talk to the people that are given to you. You can go out and choose your own people and make your own family and find people that sort of understand you the way you want to be understood, and speak to those. That's one theme I think is really nice about it. Another one's just sort of, I don't know, I'd say accepting and understanding yourself as well. Because one of the characters I play, Johnny, he has a really tough time doing that in the play. And yeah, especially in the first act, he's not quite sure how to talk about it or what to do about it, so he takes that out on other people. He's pretty horrible. But I think he's a good character to look at to help people understand themselves as well, because he does go through that whole journey. Ooh, okay, yeah, there's two that just crack me. I've got a line in the play. Adam, I can already tell Adam knows exactly which line it is. We laugh every time I say it, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's in Johnny's first scene in Act 1, and he just turns to Lad and just goes, "Control yourself." But the way it wasn't even the way I said it is because I'm playing Johnny, and this whole scene is like really loud and big and pretty horrible like that. But when I said this one line, I did it so softly with my hands. Control yourself. And I don't know why, it's just stuck like that. And me and Ollie can't get through that without laughing either. And there was also the bit, not to spoil anything, in Johnny's last scene in Act 2, there's a moment with him and Son where Johnny, he tries to do something, and me and Ollie just could not get through that. How long did it take us? It must have taken like 15-20 minutes just to that one bit, because we couldn't do it without laughing. That they get a clear understanding of the themes that we're trying to say, and it's something that will maybe stick with them. That it is okay to think these thoughts and to feel a specific way about anything, and that, that there's always people around you, no matter what you feel, there are always people around you who are going to listen and going to talk to you and be able to understand you. You might not think they are, but they will. And deep down there is going to be someone, that just understands whatever it is. I hope they take that away from it, because I think that's the nicer thing in the play. First of all, I hope to achieve what we're all trying to do with the play, which is to get more people to see it. I hope that that's something I'm able to help do. I don't know how much I can do with that, just as someone, stood on stage saying the lines, but I want to help with that as much as I can. But also, as an actor, just grow a bit, because I've done plays where I've played multiple characters before, but I don't think they've ever been as contrasting with back-to-back scenes, because that's really difficult to do. And I think that'll, if I can pull it off, I think I'll be able to do a lot more as a performer as well. My favourite sauce? It's got to be something really spicy, like, whatever spiciest. I like the Tabasco sriracha. That is a good sauce. That is a real good sauce. It is what it is. Yeah. I don't really think there's, because I just seem to think there's not really much point in stressing about things you can't control. So if something bad happens, I can't do anything about it. I'm just like, it is what it is. It's done. It's happened. I've forgotten every joke that I've ever heard in my life now. I've got a good dad joke. Yeah, so I bought a pair of shoes off a drug dealer this morning. I'm not sure what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. Well, to be honest, I think I've already done it, because I've gone this whole time, being in London, of not being in a proper show in London, and then you know, like we're doing it right now. So that's one thing I wanted to do. So yes, I've done it. And I think that's what I want to do, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Dogs. Because I heard this thing, right? That if someone has a cat and a dog, if the owner dies, right, the dog will die with its owner. It will starve. It will sit with them. But if they've got a cat and you die, the cat will be fine because it'll just eat you when you're dead. And I don't like that. Dogs.
It's a survivor.
Yeah.
I quite like that about cats.
Nah, my dog. It's got to die with me. We're going down together.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.